Good evening. Tonight's By the People. I have actually gone live on Twitch. I am going to try to give lessons to anyone that wants to do this with me. I started around 5 o'clock tonight, getting this all prepared, selecting music, getting the accounts created. It's something I haven't really ever experienced before. If I get one or two subscribers tonight, maybe in a month if I get one, that'd be great. But anyway, my dog Zoe and Honey and Sadie, all three of them are back there. You'll see them in the background. Tonight, I am just reading the wonderful words. Let's see what's on the all campaigns. Claire Barton, that is a wonderful project, but it's getting difficult for me to do because it's German, Danish, all handwritten, very few newsletters. And then tonight, I'm going to be working on Walt Whitman.
I was gonna try to go into that room because I haven't explored this entire left side. But you know what? I'm supposed to go over there anyway, so I guess I need to figure out a way to get in there. I know there. Oh wait, no, because there was a door I couldn't get through. So I still need to get that before I can get over there.
Hey, can you hear me?
Chance. I think he would have killed me. I'll be so for real.
Hello? Huh. I heard someone there. Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Okay.
Huh. Very interesting. Someone is... possibly in the video that I'm playing. Anyway, I am going to be doing Walt Whitman's essays tonight. Some of these are handwritten, some of them are supplementary files, some of them are other things. These are some of the things that we can do, work on. I'm going to work on the needs review section, that way I can actually go through several. These handwritten notes can be very difficult to read. We're going to start with an easy one.
I thought that was a vent for a second, and I was like, well, GG's.
Let's see.
Where you going? Apex Mac, thanks for following. Alright, so it turns out exploring this side of the map was useless, and I should not have gone over here. Now I need to figure out how the hell to get over there.
Let's see. Which one do I want to do?
I wonder if it's going to be this little, hallway thing here. Well, I guess I can also play this. Okay.
Ooh, that's a nightmare.
He's right there.
Let's do a handwritten one.
You wouldn't hurt a sweet little dragon like me, would ya?
Okay, so this is a handwritten letter, and if you ever taken graphology or if you studied the old-timey cursive writing, that's what we're looking at. So this looks to be April 15th, 1953. This is a kind of a unique old-timey method of writing the year. Underlined, obviously, Van Vick Brooks, Bridgewater, Connecticut. Dear Mr. Feinberg. Okay. I am extremely obliged to you for sending me the 4th volume of Walt Whitman in Camden.
Plan to finish the game later? Depending on how much everyone likes it, I might continue it next Sunday. Cause you know it's
Okay.
Halloween. Halloween means horror. I'll see how
I
my heart feels too.
greatly enjoyed the previous VOLUMES volumes
Sick, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the
and look forward to reading this one.
Maybe I need to try going right because it is not leaving that left section.
Handwritten typo, so you keep that in the formatting. So I hope indeed it may be. I don't like how he makes very minimal, like almost his E's are kind of like flat. Uh, that looks like possible to publish the remaining volumes.
I'll take that now while waiting for this little bastard to leave me alone.
It was most kind of you to
I like how it's not appearing on my tracker despite the fact that I can hear it walking.
Hey, can you hear me too? Hi, can you hear me? Are our streams crossed? To think. Oh, I don't know about of me. I don't know what this is. Never seen that symbol. In this way.
I don't know if you can tell that I'm holding my arm out like this because I am just like fear.
Or I should not. Otherwise, I've seen the book. My warmest thanks
Oh my god, I managed to save.
to you, dear sir. Sincerely yours, Van Wyck Brooks. This is a very poorly written letter with a lot of flat cursive.
Oh.
I've never really seen that, so I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. Let's review another page. Ooh. Not a fun read. Page 6. Horace L. Trumbull, Camden's compliments to Walt Whitman, May 31st, 1889. Philadelphia, 1889. Horace Trumbull, Optimos, New York, 1910. D.W. Hauschbich, newspaper review, book laid in, these poems inspired by Whitman. John Townsend Tobridge, My Own Story.
I don't know if I trust event right now.
Boston, 1903.
YOLO.
Out in Mifflin first. One sec, I gotta see.
Be on the way to the bridge with 2 hammers and shredded cheese. I can sense it. You're having fear and dread pour off you like a raging river. Yeah.
Apparently Twitch was streaming in the background while I was doing one. Mifflin Furs, editorial inscribed by author, has bookplate of Wimbert Moore. Much material on Whitman here. Horace Trumbull with Walt Whitman in Camden, July 16th, October 31st, 1888. New York, 1908. D. Appleton and Company, no Just Jackets. Presentation copy. Horace Trumbull with Walt Whitman in Camden, July 16th, October 31st, 1888. New York, 1908. D. Hamilton and Company, no Just Jacket. Presentation copy. Horace Trumbull with Walt Whitman in Camden, January 21st through April 7th, 1889. Philadelphia, 1953, University of Pennsylvania Press, no Just Jacket. Horace Trumbull with Walt Whitman in Camden, March 28th through July 14th, 1888. Boston, 1906. Small, Maynard and Company, first edition. No Dust Jackets. Presentation copy. Includes last will and testament of Walt Whitman in their own handwriting. Horace Trumbull with Walt Whitman in Camden, March 28th to July. A little typo here. We're not supposed to change typos, but it's very obvious it's supposed to be July, not July 14th, 1888. November 1st, 1888. January 20th, 1889. New York, 1914. Michelle Kennerly. First edition, no Dust Jacket. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass, New York, 1900. Doubleday and Doran and Company. Selected with intro by Chris Morley. Illustration by Louis C. Daniel Boxed. Whitman. Memoirs of President Lincoln, Portland, ME, 1912. Thomas B. Mosher, first edition. Condition, boxed, in dust. Jackets, limited edition. Walt Whitman, Song of Broadax, Philadelphia, 1924. The Centaur Press with illustrations cut on wood by Urshank. 105 of 375, the first book of Centaur Press. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass, with intro by Steve Carolyn Wells, New York, 1929. Limited edition Club 6667 of 1,500 copies, signed by Frederick Ward, the designer, with autograph by Myrnis Bernstein and other material laid in. Walt Whitman, Notes on Fragrance, edited by Richard M. Buck. London, Ontario, Canada, 1899. Private number 19 of 225 copies, signed by V. Buck, condition fine rare. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass, Mount Vernon, New York, no dates. Peter Popper, Press, illustration by John Curry, boxed fine condition. Walt Whitman reveals prose, edited by Caroline Wells and Alfred F. Goldsmith, New York, 1928, Greensburg, first edition, limited, condition, fine, and boxed. Walt Whitman, When Lilacs Last in Dooryard Bloom. Stanford University Press, 1 of 100 copies, printed as a tribute of Alfred Bender. Walt Whitman completes prose works. 1897, David McKay to 1891, Deathbed Edition, condition fine. Walt Whitman, The Uncollected Poetry and Prose of Walt Whitman, collected and edited by Emery Holloway, Proof of English at Adelphi College. Illustrated, Garden City, New York. Doubleday, Page and Company, 1921, volumes 1 of 2, volumes first edition, with letter from Horace Tromble and bookplate with picture from Library of W.M. Farnham with signature of Farnham. I like the fact that you can capitalize the of. Excellent job. Only a couple mistakes as far as changing collide, but you know, the chances of anyone actually ever reading these are very, very low. I don't think I want to do another one of these. But whatever. Let's do another one. This is page 7. Walt Whitman Leaves of Grass. Portland, Maine. Thomas Bird Misher. William Francis Gaby, 1920. 1855, Escamilli edition, 1 of 500 copies. Second impression, printed on old Stratford white cover wove paper, dark green cloth, stamped in gold to match original binding. Walt Whitman at home, Walt Whitman at home by himself. New York, 1898. The Critic Company, J.L. and J.B. Glider with reproduction of Whitman's letters, etc. Walt Whitman, autobiography. For the Story of Life, 1892. Charles L. Webster and Company. Selected from his prose writing. Walt Whitman Selected Poems, New York, 1892. Charles L. Webster and Company. For some reason, the W does not allow the E to happen right after the W. That is a funny little issue with this particular printer or typewriter. And Company, fiction, fact, and fantasy series, edited by author Stedman. Walt Whitman Leaves the Grass, New York, 1921, The Modern Library. Walt Whitman Leaves the Grass, New York, first printing, August 1943, Penguin Books, paperback. Walt Whitman, Memorized President Lincoln, Another Lyrics, Portland. 1906, T.B. Mosher, first edition, Leiden pamphlet by Mosher. Walt Whitman, New York Desiccated, New York, 1936, Rufus Walpole Wilson, included first edition, Walt Whitman. Selected Poems, 1892, New York, Charles L. Webster, first edition, Walt Whitman, two prefaces, Garden City, 1918. Nope, this is 1926, Doubleday, Page and Company, first edition, another copy. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass, New York, 1921. Modern Library DJ with introduction by Sandberg. Much writing by former owner. Walt Whitman, Franklin Evans, Mail, New York, 1929. Random House. Introduction, Emery Holloway. Walt Whitman, Song of Myself. E. Or Aurora, 1904. Roy Crofters. Lee Binding, another copy. Walt Whitman, an American Primer. Boston, 1904. Small Maynard and Company. Edited by H. Trumbull. Leaves of Grass, Walt Whitman, Boston. Small Maynard and Company. 1898. Number 9 of American edition. Only 60 copies, signed by Small Maynard and O. Walt Whitman's Workshop, Cambridge, 1928. Harvard University Press. Edited with Clifton Joseph Furness. Walt Whitman, Gassange, Lewin, Ishtifet, Mission, 1921. Kurt Wolf, Verlag. Walt Whitman, Leaves Grass, Into the Crimes of Venus. London, Indeed, J.W., Dent, and Son. Everyman's Library DJ. Walt Whitman, Complete Poems and Prose of 1855 through 1888, one of 600 copies. Signed by author, inscribed John H. Johnston. From his friend, the author. October 1989. Covers loose. Walt Whitman, Movable Booze. Philadelphia, 1888. David McKay. Walt Whitman, Goodbye My Fancy. Philadelphia, 1891. David McKay. Laid in proof. Sheet of Hackland Days and newspaper clipping. How I Made My Book from Whitman's Letter to New York, 1880. Oh, just 4 more of these. These are horrible to read. A Whitman manuscript from the Albert Bender collection of Miles College, 1939. Bibliophile? Bibliophile Society, Mills College, with a letter from Bender and the other materials laid in. Walt Whitman, A Little Bit of Mature Thoughts, selected by Anne in Travel, Portland, Maine, 1906, TV Motion. Walt Whitman, Specimen of Days, in America, London, 1887, Walter Scott. Selected and with notes by Mark Van Doren, New York, and Viking Press. Okay. April 14th, 1956, Mr. Howard F. McFall, B.M.D. Anderson Memorial Library, University of Houston, Cullen Boulevard, Houston, Fort Texas. Dear Mr. McGraw, had not forgotten your letter. The job of putting over 160 Whitman exhibitions this past year has kept me quite busy. By separate mail, I am sending you 52 issues of The Conservator. I've also brought together a number of items for the Walt Whitman Fellowship papers. Do you ever have any of these? Send me a list of what you have, and I will add to the numbers you are lacking. Redex Microprint is printing an index to Conservator as soon as it is available. I'll send you a copy. Best personal regards. Sincerely yours, Charles E. Feinberg, Seth J. Allen. Havel Public Library, Havel, Massachusetts. Charles M. Fletcher, librarian. Index, handwritten on there. That's what this means with the brackets. FP 52256. May 2nd, 1956, Charles F. Farmer, Feinberg Foundation. 872 West Boston Boulevard, Detroit to Michigan. Dear Dr. Feinberg, we have received your kind gift of 42 issues of The Conservator. Thank you very much for your thoughtfulness in making this magazine available to us. These Whitman items will be valuable additions to our library. We are most grateful. Sincerely yours, Phyllis A. Pecky, Specialist Collections. Phyllis A. Pecky, Phyllis A. Pecky. Hunter College, the famous concert series. New York, June 5th, 56, New York. U.S. paid postage 2 cents. Meter number 6126. Form 3813, Tag S. Well, that just makes me sad. For insured parcel, address for delivery, Springfield, Illinois. Post office address. Postage 80 cents, special handling, insurance fee 15, return, fragile other item, perishable. We added up 95. It's in the fragile line, but that's not the pay. It's 15 plus 80. Other endorsement. Sender, you enter the name and address on the other side. Read information regarding endorsement and indemnity. Postmaster. Copy. I'm not sure where they're getting the April 27th. Oh. Mr. Delphayette, read. Acting Assistant State Librarian in Illinois State Library, Springfield, Illinois. Dear Mr. Reed, in honor of the 100th anniversary of the first printing of Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, we have shipped together 156 issues of the Conservator. The Conservator, during its 30 years of publication, contains a number of articles written by contemporaries of Walt Whitman, which are of great interest to Whitman students. We present these issues to you in memory of Horace and Anne Montgomery's Truball. We would appreciate that you notify Miss Gertrude Truball of 1711 Spruce Street, Philadelphia 3, Pennsylvania, of the gift. Please send acknowledgement of the gift to us. There is an index being prepared which will be made available to you, whether in printed form or microfilm. It is also our attention as other handmade material becomes available to make these gifts from time to time. Sincerely yours, the Feinberg Foundation. CF, Okay. I want to stop for now, and I will be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.